Yes, is going through so well. I talk. Okay. So the thing I wanted to share was like last week. Um, I like my this is like going through the financial tough issues, just like you guys. I hit my bottom, my check malpractice insurance check bounced. So I went to beg the bank. I said, please. I said, hold off. I said, don't. And they already penalized me $34. And so they said they'll reverse it provided, when it gets reposted, I have money. So Wednesday, my colleague, she asked me to work with her. See, one of the things I'm mistaking again and again is when I go, I assume people value my time the same way I value them. This is where I'm making a mistake. So I showed up for her around like 10:30. I worked thinking I'm helping her until evening. I was there until evening, 3 or 4 o'clock. And she, one of her patients needed medicine. She asked me to drop ship. And I gave them 4 bottles of medicine, which was each capsule. She says, how much it would be? I said, see, my son, I buy wholesale. So my son packs it for me. And each capsule, I'll charge 50 cents. So I said, you price it the way you want. And I said, it's $25 because 50. So she paid me for the whole day, $100 for the pills I shipped. And so I was stupid because I was thinking she's going to pay me. That's why I'm going to work with her and stuff. So night when I came, I didn't have money. The check is still bounced. And I was $113 overdrawn. And here I got $100, which she said she'll write it out on Friday. I didn't even get paid Wednesday. So I went to my Holliston office because my husband hates all my sob stories. So I went and I cried in a Holliston office, right? I sat down and I cried. And I was thinking if I'm going to go back in time 10 years later, I'll be laughing at myself.
Why do you keep loaning people money?
No, it's not loaning money.
Or trusting anybody for that matter.
The problem is I trust people. See, when there was a guy, right, who, I think you know him, another guy who comes for the meeting. He'll have a bald hair and stuff. So he came and says, Dr. Brown, I got you something. I will get very excited. You know what he gave me?
What?
You wouldn't believe the urine report, the one that you dip the urine so it will show the drug whether he's positive or negative. He gave it to me in my hand. Dr. Brown, I got you something. So this is what people see. I believe that. I have a trusting, a very naive personality. So when people say, I have something for you, I think it is a gift.
Yeah, but that's normal. That's whatever.
But I told him, would you be kind enough next time not to hand it out in my hand? He says, I should have known.
Was he proud that he passed his drug test or something? What was it?
No, he is proud. Finally, he's testing himself. I don't test.
But he's you don't have to. You don't have to take the picture with the piss and put it in somebody's hand.
No. But I'm saying when people say to continue the story, I'm saying when people say I assume they are looking for my help. What she was looking for is me to go tell how good she is.
Yeah.
See, I'm misunderstanding. And then she also tells me how unprofessional I'm looking, how I need to dress up. That's why nobody sees me. See, the thing is, there is two
she
pieces.
Just put piss in your hand. That's
no. That is two different stories. I'm saying what you asked me why people do things,
and I'm the same person.
No. It's not correct. That's why when you're listening, you need to listen without interrupting. That's the first thing. You need to let them finish their topic because you're bringing another topic. And to make sure I hear you and not feel left out. I interrupt and I talk, because in India it's okay, in America it's not okay. But like, like that's why you get off the topic, because then I lost them already. They're waiting, I just want to wrap up, because so I'm still broke, and I'm still like, not feeling good. So I was like, in a very bad space. I'm like saying, why is this happening? What is the universe trying to teach me? I said, okay, let me stop everything. I said, I'm going to just trust the universe. So I actually, in the morning only, I started my supply for the mushroom farm. So I had to get like pellets, wood pellets and stuff to start my mushroom farm. So I went to TSG Supply. I got the wildflower, that bag, that one, the wildflower. If you see,
wildflower is right there.
Oh, that bag. So it with hay in it. It is $10. So I said, you know what? I said, let me at least do something. So it was 8:30 at night. It was dark. And I said, I'm going to go spray that, like, that way I'll start another, like, sometimes I feel like how some people, when they're depressed, they'll cook, they'll eat. Yeah. Like for me, it's plants. Like, whenever I feel lost, like I'll go tend to the plants. Like somehow, like it makes me feel as though like my life is regenerating. So I went to the yard. And when I was trying to put this, because it was raining that night, Wednesday night last week, if you remember, it was 8:30 at night. And you know what happened? Suddenly, because I was rustling the grass and stuff, tons of fireflies came on. Oh. It felt like I was in a magical land. Like that's when the energy shifted for me. And then I actually next day, like the bank reposted, and by the time I had that $100 and I reposted, and my husband gave me another $100. So now I had a bank balance of $86, and I asked them to print it out because I really wanted to frame and keep it when, like, my life, like, reversed. But then my tenant upstairs, she came and she says, what are you doing in the dark? And I told her, I said I felt so broke. And I said I was crying. But then the fireflies healed me, So I feel like, see, every time we are immersed with the reason I'm bringing it up is, I feel we go into this space, this is forever area. Oh, my life is never getting better. I'm going to be always here. If you understand? So when you go to that forever mode, the only thing that redirects me is nature. Like, and I feel it's okay to pick one hobby that reconnects us with nature. And I feel that's what I want you guys to take it for recovery coaching this week, because social media makes us not empathize, and we are living in this false space that makes us into virtual reality heroes, okay? Heroes. Like if we post things that is in our mind important to us, but practically serves no purpose. So, but
I was just talking about that with my ex-girlfriend, just the stuff that people post. But there's people that do it in a healthy way. Like they'll show you someplace fun they went and like try to give you like a not like haha type of way. Like look, we found this cool place. It wasn't even expensive. Like to show you something good, And then there's people that are just like posting stuff to make themselves look really better. Like I'll see one of my friends like using somebody else's motorcycle, making it look like it's his. Like, and you look like an idiot to the people but they're doing it to make it look like it's just very odd.
See, but
it's very
what
odd
happened
what
is,
some people post. You know what I mean?
There was the reason I'm bringing it up is last week there was a kid who had 1 million followers committed suicide in New York.
Really?
See, the problem is, right, when you are hitting a high, it's not a problem. when nobody follows you and nobody likes your post, it looks like you're isolated. It really isolates you.
I liked it better before this stuff.
So one of the thing is it creates a space of falsehood, and the younger generation is not able to figure it out how to get out of this. So one of the thing, like there are two people in Christianity. You guys, if you have time, watch this guy called Jason A. He has what is happening worldwide. Okay, that's one of his videos.
It's a big problem too.
So what he says is in United States, right? There is a Facebook forum they started. I don't know whether you know about it. They have gone on this agenda saying they're going to storm Area 51. Have you heard about it? Million people are going to go storm. And US million in Facebook.
Yeah.
And so US already has said they're going to shoot them. Can you believe, like, you are getting on a stupid cause and you're causing harm to your family?
That's crazy.
But like, so this is in America, okay? And in London, there is a group, they believe Earth is flat and they are lied to, okay? This is like, not like a small group. It's like huge. And they are doing a street-wide march, okay? And then Hong Kong, this guy committed murder and he needs to be extricated, China said to them, because China is overseeing them, it seems. And they don't want to lose that independent area. And they said, even if he is a criminal, you have no right to judge him in your country, and don't, like, I'm not saying your country because they still haven't untangled themselves. So Hong Kong is technically supposed to go back to China. So Hong Kong. So they are having a huge fight there, okay? And then if you guys watch all this craziness, you will see, like, how the cause is not relevant, but people are getting on an agenda that doesn't even serve anybody.
Yeah.
So in China, what they are doing is they are taking down all the mosque. So what they are tearing down. So what they are doing is, if by chance they feel there are some Muslims that are radical, they are taking them, incarcerating them. They call it like some sort of a re-education program. You shouldn't wear beard. You should dance. Whenever people come in, you should dance and always do the right thing and be all right. Like, there is a song they have to sing and dance. You need to, like, really, like, go online. It is at a level you wouldn't even believe.
And the amount of people that, like, go with it is pretty crazy. Like,
and then Christianity, right? Christianity, where it's getting a hit is the regular Christians, they are doing a sermon, and YouTubers saying, oh, from their finger, aliens are coming out. And then this father is saying, why is it that I'm trying to do my sermon? You guys are attacking me. What did I do wrong? And then there's another guy who comes and says, Christ didn't say this, so he's modernizing Christianity. So even Christian pastors on YouTube, they created a video where this guy is totally in opposition to this guy's preaching, okay? So they are doing another online forum. And I feel that's why I'm saying the projection of truth is playing out to be worse than truth itself. And unfortunately, we are losing track of what is the purpose of all this talk. So that's why I'm trying to tell you guys, don't be so worried about the world, because what I found, actually my friend posted afterwards on Facebook, she says, you guys might think I'm mean, but when they are doing workout and when they're doing like really hard work, I take a bag of potato chip, eat it and watch. That's American humor.
That's funny.
So that's where I wanted to stop, because I felt I felt Americans is about enjoying life.
Mhm.
European is about education. Asian is about all this doing things morally correct and stuff. Each one is correct in their own way. But when you have this internet, which is ridiculously combining two factors, it makes us look like an idiot.
Idiots.
So that's what is my coaching about. So my teacher said, take me as your, what is it called? Business coach. I'm going to be he says he's going to retire. We all wrote to him. He says, please don't leave us. So he says, okay. So, but he says, nowadays it feels like it's like a virtual reality. People don't even need you to be alive. And they can learn from you and they can come and teach you what he taught.
Yeah. I don't, yeah.
Because they don't even need to have a source anymore. Everybody is mushroom authority. So I decided, okay, I'm going to go do a mushroom farm. At least I'll become a farmer for mushrooms.
That's so. What ended up happening with that? Like, if you
Which
wanted, with mushrooms, like whatever.
Actually, mushroom. That's another question.
What do you think about that? Like, because I've taken
so
mushrooms,
this time
but
going.
I didn't see things or whatever, but it's a pretty strong. It was pretty strong. You know what I mean? Like,
So I'm gonna put.
Psychedelic mushroom.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on record. Okay.
Yeah,
There is a research.
Is there a use?
They are saying that's the only remedy for addiction. They are saying.
Oh, what? So that could help somebody.
But
like,
the problem is, if government cannot make money just like cannabis, they're not going to approve.
But I mean, that chemical.
Yeah,
is that
they are
the same
saying
as LSD.
that's what they are claiming. That's the reason originally for interrogation they used it, because people are able to spill out the truth. And that's why they didn't want it on everybody's hand.
But would it help? Have you seen anything where it actually would be something to where where we would want to
like how you're doing gabapentin, right? Like to rewire, it plays similar part because it rewires. Like usually in recovery, you will have dreams about using again. That nightmare.
I hate that.
And actually, that resets that.
It'll help with things like that. Like, and
because
you're supposed to
give
take
you
it
strategy
during the day, like small amounts or something.
The reason, no, you have to. The right now we cannot do research because these are all Schedule 1. But I think what we are taking away is nature has a way of healing us.
Yeah.
Like, my husband was very activated. We have poison ivy in our yard. And I'm telling him, right next to his jewel weed that's growing. I'll show you what jewel weed will look at. The nature is so smart. Jewel weed is the remedy for poison ivy. So the minute you stamp on poison ivy or rubs it, as soon as it rubs it, you grab jewel weed, crush it on you, use the juice, you will never have poison ivy. But the problem is, right, by modernizing, what we are doing is we are mowing everything. We are not letting nature teach us. So by using our inadequate intelligence, they call it, my teachers in Asia, they call it confused intellectual approach. Because we are using half-baked science to come up with the answer that's not like Earth. Like Earth knows what the problem is and the remedy is right next to it. So if you understand how the antidote works, you would never have a problem. All the herbs I grow in this space is to help with withdrawal. Like that oregano will take away tummy cramp, mushroom. I'm growing shiitake. Shiitake is anti-cancer. So if you have Hep C, I'll grow it here. Reishi, I'm going to grow it.
Are you going to make any of those other, like the mushrooms, like the...
No, jewel weed.
What'd you call them?
No, psychedelic, I don't have permission, but I'm going to research, find what is a close cousin to it, and I'm going to make it.
Did I get a confirmation?
Yes.
I do have to get going.
I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you so much.
Okay.